We started to talk about yesterday, middle of the Dalet, that basically we said yesterday, the guy, he said maybe I should go to the Muslims and Christians. I should not go to the Jewish people because Jewish people are always in a bad situation. They're always under pressure, so many problems in life. Why should I become Jewish? He's right. He's right. Right. That's one of the things we told the people they want to convert. Why you want to become Jewish? You crazy? I was talking to a businessman today. He says since the whole thing started in the world against Jews and everything, my friends, which is people that buy product from, they don't sell it to me so much because they don't want to sell to the Jews because they're against Jews. Now they know I have to call 10 times. Maybe they're going to send me some products, some merchandise because they know I'm Jewish. Okay. So now this guy by himself is thinking, why should I become Jewish? So now we get to the juicy part of the Christianity that they say when ubar beveten betula me'atzilud neshe bnei Israel. One of the Jewish ladies, she became pregnant without having any relationship. V'yadalo enoshi nigle Elohi nistar. This guy, if you see him, is a human being, but really he's a God. That's what the Christians say, the son of the God. Navi shaluach benigle ve'Elohai sholach benistaro. Ve'hu hamashiach hanigra esenu ben Elohim. That's the Mashiach we're talking about. Right? Our Mashiach, they say that's what they say. They say the Torah says anywhere in the Tanakh, Mashiach gonna come. The Havdil is talking about Jesus. Yashka, they call it. Okay? Ve'hu ha'av, ve'hu haben, ve'hu ruach hakodesh. So we have, according to the Christians, we have the Father and the Son and Holy Spirit. Okay? Ruach hakodesh. ואנחנו מייחדים באמת במידה לשוננו השילוש. So there are three people in the Christianity. You have this three people. אנו מאמינים בו, you believe in them, or him, ובשכנו בתוך בני ישראל לחבור להם, הואיל ולא חד העניין האלוהי להתחבר בהם, עד שמרא כהלם במשיח הזה וסלבו. So he says over here, according to this, which is could be the fact, who killed the Jesus?
The Romans.
Huh? Okay, that's what he says over here. That's why he said Jewish people killed him. Oh, right. Okay, over here, no, it doesn't say that. It says he was against the religion, the Jewish people, because they didn't believe he's Mashiach. Utslavuhu. What utslavuhu? On what? On the cross.
I thought the Romans did it.
Okay, that's a good question. That's one of the reasons that against Jews, before, because they say the Jewish people did it. Now, maybe it means they hand him over to the Romans and they did. Okay? Because our Jews always have connections in the government. Okay?
I heard that he was a Talmud Chacham.
Yes.
And when there was a certain place where they davened,
Right.
when they said the holy words, they used to float. So he took a piece of glass, put the holy words in his arm, and he went outside and said the word, and he started floating.
I don't know that one, but he was one of the biggest Talmid. He was a Talmid Chacham. His Rav pushed him away because he realized he doesn't deserve it to be called Talmid Chacham, and he knew the Shem HaMeforash.
So he uses
right. But you should know in the history, if you read the history, he didn't start anything. He was doing miracles here and there. People after years they started to make something a new religion out of it. That's why they did.
He even said himself, "I'm not here to bring it."
Right. The Jewish people, they were so angry about this guy. ורצון על היחידים ההולכים אחרי המשיח, והחלקו כל האומות ההולכים אחרי אותם היחידים, ואנחנו מהם. Okay, so they are saying we are the right one. Jews didn't like us because they realized we are the right ones, and they killed him. ואף על פי שאיננו מזרע ישראל, the Torah says you have to be, you should come from Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, 12 Shavatim, Jewish people. We are not Jewish people. The Christians are not Jewish. מפני שאנחנו הולכים אחרי המשיח, because we go after this Mashiach. This Mashiach. We are better than Jewish people. אנחנו יותר ראויים לעיקר בני ישראל. We should be called בני ישראל, the sons of the Israel, because we follow the Mashiach. וחברה מבני ישראל 12 במקום השבטים. These 12 people, years after started the Christianity, they are in exchange of 12 Shavatim.
Paul and all those guys.
Yeah. Paul.
One of the,
Yeah, but the story doesn't make sense though.
Why?
Because Mashiach comes from King David.
Okay. Who
So
says
if they're
that?
not part of the Jews,
So
then how can
very
they
good,
come
very
from
good,
Mashiach?
very good. The whole question, I should send some videos. One of the Rabbanim is very, very explain all these things. He read all the testimony, the New Testimony. He had proved to you what's wrong about it. First of all, the question is, who was the father, was the husband of this wife? Okay, that's the first question. And anyway, they say he's not, doesn't have a father. They say he doesn't have a father. Right. Let's see. He's gonna answer. Maybe that's your question. Let's see. A lot of Jewish people, after this incident, they went after these 12 people. 12 people, they started Christianity. Now, since it seems like a lot of Jewish people decided to go after him, it takes and change all the Christian people into Jewish people, because Jewish people joined them. Okay. So now they want to say we are in the level of the Jewish people. We should call Jewish people, Bnei Israel. We had the success. Look around you in the world. How many Christians you see? Okay? They're gonna do the cross everywhere. Put it up. If you go anywhere, you see the highest building, there's a cross on top of it. They want to act like him, they want to be like him, and they're waiting for him. But now, I don't know who is this Shimon we're talking about over here. He says our religion and our customs is from Shimon HaShaliach. Who is this Shimon? I don't know.
It says maybe one of the original name of Peter.
That's what it is?
That's what it says.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Okay, now it makes sense. Wow. This is nice. So also he was a Jewish person. Yeah, you heard the joke about two Jewish people standing by the church? They're collecting money?
Yeah, that's a good one.
You heard it?
There's a few versions of that one.
You heard it? You of it? The two people are standing by a church collecting money as a poor people. One of them has the star of the David. One of them had the cross of the Jesus. So everyone came out, look at this one, look at that one. They gave the money to the guy with the cross. Why should I give it to this Jew? So somebody passed by, you feel bad for him, Why you don't do the same thing to the cross? They're going to give you money. The guy says to his friend, he came to teach us how to do business. Okay, the different versions, Let's finish this paragraph. I'm going to go a little bit later for tonight. So he says over here, so we're talking about Shimon, that's what it is over here. Everything's from Torah. What do you think? We're Christians, but we follow the Torah. We all believe that the Torah is from Hashem. There's no question. Okay, right. וכמה נאמר באבנגליון בשם המשיח. He says, the Gemara Shabbat, in the name of the Mashiach, lo bati livchod misam misod Moshe. Mashiach did not come to change the Torah. The Torah Moshe is there. Ela bati lechazekan hosif alehem. I came, Mashiach comes to add to it. Okay? They understand this pasuk that they have to add to it. They could a little bit, but end of the day, huh? Torah says you cannot even add to it.
Right, I understand that, but even
You cannot add to it. Okay? You cannot even add to it. So that's what it is. So that's how we are saying over here. So now, continuation of the halacha of the Shabbat last night. We got to let's see how much time we have. We want to talk about boiler chashmali first. Okay? We have a boiler. It works with electricity. Okay? No. We're talking about not the urn. Water heater. We're talking about water heater. Boiler over here is not this urn. The water here used for all the faucets you have to get the hot water from. Okay? So now you have this water heater. You turn it on Erev Shabbat. It was on before Shabbat, like any house. You have hot water inside it, okay? Let's say my house, you have 60 gallons of water inside, or 80 gallons of the hot water inside. Already hot and cooked, Erev Shabbat. Now, it's asur to open the faucet, even the water was cooked yesterday, on Shabbat. Why? Because once you open the faucet, what's going to happen? The hot water is going to come out from the boiler, and then you have cold water coming in from the other side. Very good. We get to all the details, next few days. Next few days. I cannot tell you everything tonight because I want you to come back. Okay, so now the cold water comes in. What's going to happen? The cold water is going to hot water. It's going to keli rishon on the fire. It's going to get cooked. Okay? Now, some they say in the Neftam Haravadia that if somebody wants to be making in this scenario, there is something to rely on. Okay? Let's see. We're not finished yet. Some they say, because over here, the whole thing you have to open the water comes in, you are not doing it, you don't want the water to come in. You're not really putting the water inside, come by itself. So all these things, could be grammar. Could be grammar. Okay. Isur derabanan that you don't need. You don't care. Now, he's going to talk about now, which is the next few minutes we have, about perach. What is the faucet got perach? This faucet we have, one side is hot or cold, the other one is cold. Two sides. Not two separate one. One, they call it perach, I think in Hebrew. I don't know, you know what that means. Okay? It says, yeshlo yadit achat. It has one handle. You go one side, to the right is when it's cold, to the left is going to be hot. Okay? This is very, very going to be dangerous. Why? Because when you open it, in the middle even, or not in the middle, it's not all the way to the right side. Okay? Now it's over here says, you never know when the hot water going to come out. Now, some poskim they says, Starkey says that you should close the cold water. I'm sorry, the hot water. Because even you put it on the right side all the way, you never know how exact this faucet gonna be. Okay? So he says over here, the isur over here is even the boiler is off. Once you have the hot water inside and the cold water comes inside, it's gonna be a problem. Okay? That's about it. Another case he may bring over here, that's something interesting. Now you forgot or by mistake, whatever it is, you open the hot water on Shabbat. Okay? Now, can you close the water, the faucet, or not? Why is it should be a problem I close it? Why? Right. If you close it, eventually it's gonna cook the cold water came in. If you don't close it, all the water gonna come out. Because if you close it right now, there has time to cook the water came in. Okay? Because once the faucet is open, the hot water is gonna come out, and the cold water cannot get cooked. When you close it, it's gonna cook it. Now, so he says over here, what's the case that כשזרם החשמל המחמם את מיכל המים מנותק. אבל אם הוא מחובר אסור לסגור הברז שפתח במוצאי שבת. Now, it's going to be very hard. I told you just wait, the first case, when the hot water finished, now you close the faucet. Okay. Right, the boiler. Right. Okay. So if it's off, what do? You let all the hot water come out, then you close it. Nothing gonna get cooked. But he says, if it's on, just leave it until Mosai Shabbat. Because if you close it, what's gonna happen? The water went in, is gonna get cooked. Now, if it's hefsed merubeh, so much loss over here, you could ask a goy to come to close the faucet for you. Might be even more complicated than to just leave it on. And somebody wants to be a maker, still over here, they has some poskim to rely on them if he has to do it, especially if he does it with the shinui. Okay?
Why would the water not get cooked if it's still coming out hot water?
Because it doesn't have time to cook it. The water coming out so fast.
Yeah, but the tank is not getting empty in the new water.
So that's it. It's saying the boiler is off now. When all the hot water came out, you close it, it's off. So nothing gonna happen.
Also, how can you know when
all the water finished? Okay. Yeah. Right. So now, I'm gonna go into this more about the Bez Hashem next week. I'm gonna talk about more about something to think about. You have seen now we're talking about the urn, not the boiler anymore. The urn. They have this tube in the front. You could tell how much water is inside. How does it work? So when you boil it, after the boiling finished, the water goes inside this tube and tells you how much water is inside. So now something to think about, as actually we talk about this Sunday. Each time you take water, some of his water from this tube goes inside the urn and gets cooked. Right? Inside the tube is got cold already. When you open it, the hot water gonna get involved with this water inside the tube. It might be a question. Bez Hashem, we talk about it on Sunday.